What's going on, everybody? This is your girl Yanni T, the priestess, not your mistress. I'm here to deliver on finally my recap and review of episode 2 of the hit series on OWN, Queen Sugar. Y'all, this episode is called To Usward, and it's basically a continuation from last week's episode. Here we find Nova preparing for a community bonds foundation type thing. What she's doing is setting up, it's basically a Black Lives Matter rally to rally around how the system does black people or poor people in terms of bail money, as well as how black people are, especially black men and women, have these high bonds that they cannot possibly pay, as well as how they're targeted by police, different things. And we see it cover Micah as he's dealing with the trauma of his arrest that happened in Tuesday night's episode, and he's not really eating, and he's gone back to school, but he just tells his mom, I just can't do, I'm fine, just out with friends. But he ditches school because he's still trying to process everything. He takes a tour around the city, and you can see that this is kind of humbling him because he tries to take the city bus. He doesn't really have any cash on him, and we see him dealing with that. And at the end of the episode, we see him go to the actual rally that Nova is having. And Nova sees him, and they have this moment where they both cry. And she's like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. She reassures him. And you can really see that this has affected him, and he's aware that he is now targeted by society. Another thing that I really liked about this episode, it captures Remy Knowles and Charlie's relationship. She's stressed out with trying to get stuff for the farm done, trying to handle business, and it's a lot weighing on her. So she actually has processed the loan, and she states, hey, this is, it might go through. I'm hoping all goes well. Considering in the first episode, she forged Davis's signature. So what ends up happening is that she goes to see Remy Newell to discuss things, and he really at this time does not, I'm sorry about that, does not have visitors due to his wife's passing anniversary date. And he goes into detail talking about how the military vehicle that she was in ran over a bomb or a landmine or an explosive device and killed her. And he's dealing with the fact that he's still mourning, getting over that, and it's been a few years since she died. And, you know, Charlie has a newfound respect for Remy and his wife, who is now deceased, and for people who are veterans. And he was like, you know, well, I don't normally have company, but hey, you could come in. And, you know, they sit and talk after he cries and mourns his wife. And Charlie is there for him. And he cooks pie and everything. She says, this is good. He said, what, you don't think I can make sweet potato pie that good? She said, this is good, but don't tell Aunt Vi that. And Remy says, yeah, because she'll cut you about that. And we see Aunt Vi also dealing with her in Hollywood. On the rig that Hollywood was on for the past 6 months, you see that it has been an accident. And she's been trying to call Hollywood, but she can't reach him. And she's like nervous because one of the co-workers told her about the rig accident. And she is just frantic. And Ralph Angel leaves Blue with her at the diner so he can prepare for his date with Darla. Now, this is a very pivotal part with him. And I know I'm skipping around a lot. It centers around Blue, actually. Blue plays with a Barbie doll. And you know, society says little boys aren't supposed to play with dolls. And this waiter says something, hey man, I see you playing with a Barbie doll. You know, you should get a Transformer. They're fun. And Ref Angel is kind of taken aback by that. He said, well, what else is on the menu? I think I want dessert. And he gets 2 banana splits with all the toppings and different things. He said, I want this specific dish for one for my son and one for his doll. And I love that because I got to see Ralph Angel Not saying you're a boy, you're supposed to play with this kind of toy, you're supposed to do things this way. He does not do that to Blue. He allows Blue to express himself no matter what people around him says. And I applaud that. And you can see on this date with Darla and Ralph Angel is trying hard to impress her. And she also shows that she has that balance of discipline to where, yes, Blue is a child, but we're still going to discipline him because he's playing around. And you know how people get irritated with a kid in a restaurant. And she said, sit down. And you know, Ralph Angel is there to reassure him that you did nothing wrong, but you know, you have to conduct yourself in a polite manner when dealing with other people. And you can see that they're going to have to get used to that balance between each other, them living together and revitalizing their relationship. And Darla says, why didn't you tip the guy? He said, after what he said to Blue, he's like, He said, I don't like poor customer service. And she said, well, you know, you can't be ignorant like them. And he was like, I understand, but, you know, he didn't deserve that after what he said to my son. And Darla explains to him, she said, you're setting a good example for Blue. She said, just be an example to him. And you will see that when Darla offers to help pay for the meal, Ralph Angel's manhood is slightly challenged, but you see everything still goes smoothly with those two. Now, with Nova is trying to continue to raise money for this bail bond freedom ring activity that she's doing. It's basically a Black Lives Matter thing. So what she does, she goes to the local barbershop and people are handing her money, donating. They didn't really want to, but they did it to, you know, to kind of help out the Black community, because she's telling them, what if it was you? What if it was your son or daughter, your family members? You know how they do us. You know how they do our people. So she really put forth that effort. And the barber, you can tell that they didn't have a one-night stand, because it's revealed that they didn't hooked up. And he offers her, you know, hey, anytime you want to get up, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you. And you can see he's trying to come on strong to her because he really likes her. But she's still in her own complicated love world as well. And he's like, well, she's like, well, not right now. Can we just leave things like they were, stating, hey, we can just be friends with benefits because I'm not ready for a relationship right now. So he's like, he's cool with that. He said, well, whatever when and however you need me, I'm here for you. And we see Nova trying to fix everything, but she needs fixing herself in this. You know, and it's very pivotal, even down to Aunt Vi reminding Charlie that sometimes you got to relinquish control. Even with Davis saying that he wants custody of Micah, which Charlie is fighting tooth and nail for that not to happen, because she doesn't want him to have custody of her child. Understandable. But now I want to see how this is going to play out as well for Micah, as well what Micah really wants. And in this episode, I know I'm going very quickly, giving all the action, but Vi goes to the city, goes to the dock, if you will, checking to see all who survived the accident of the rig exploding. She's looking for Hollywood and is building up that emotion to where she's like, oh my gosh, what if he's not on this? She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be hurt if he's not on there. And you finally see Hollywood come off the bus, and she runs to him. And it's like they reconnect. They have that Love Jones once again. They have that Black love magic from the show. I'm so excited that it's showing positive, the ups and downs of being Black people. And it's showing different things that have faced us within the last few years, with the Philandro Castile verdict, as well as the verdict concerning Samuel DuBose. And, you know, I'm glad that Oprah is doing this show. I'm so excited. So I look forward to another episode on this upcoming week. So y'all live, love, and be free from Yanni T. Smooches to you. Love you.